Hey, someone else.
Woo!
That's not me, that's him.
Nice, Eddie.
That was not me.
Welcome to Nerd Talk.
I owe money.
Welcome to Nerd Talk.
Sidokins,
it going?
Eddie from Ego Photography. And then we have Bree.
Yeah, just skip over.
We have
And I'm in the back.
What competing show do you do here?
I do this show.
In the cosplay show.
Yeah, the
Soon,
cosplay
TM.
show.
And then we have Boss
Push
Jack
the
Master
Beast.
Roshi in the back.
Master Roshi.
Hi, y'all.
Yeah.
Tampa Roshi, right?
What?
Tampa Roshi?
Tampa Roshi on Instagram.
Tampa Roshi.
Go follow him. Go watch where he goes.
Yeah.
I like the idea that he went with Tampa Roshi. Not to deviate horribly, but I'm going to deviate horribly and just go to a topic we didn't even discuss before the show. I like that he went with Tampa Roshi only for the fact of is he can just go and show up places dressed as Roshi, take a picture, and it makes sense for his Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, it's like Tampa Roshi hanging out in Tampa. It's like, well, it just fucking made sense to me.
That's awesome.
I
You
enjoyed
should call it Tampa. Well, it includes Tampa Bay.
Sean,
Yeah,
did
of
you come
course.
up with that name on your own?
Yes.
Cool. Hi, Maggie.
It was
Yes, I
fun.
did.
Oh, they're
But
reading
everybody,
comments.
but you guys all approved it, which was
Right?
kinda
Yeah, I'm
cool.
paying attention to
You don't have any comments.
the dealie.
What are your comments?
Yeah, I'm just inviting everyone.
Bree
right
gets
now.
Yeah.
comments.
I'm the only one paying attention right
All right,
now.
Bree, so hey,
Yeah,
we're gonna
so-
because we have a lot to talk about tonight.
We do.
We do.
Okay, so let me bring up the 4-box so everybody can actually see me. Not that they want to see me, but so yes, Master Roshi had a micro stroke about 2 weeks ago, and I am just down to the point where I can be kind of here. So, but anyway, you guys talk amongst yourselves.
You see, I don't see any comments coming up, so audience, you need to fix
Yeah,
that.
come on, interact. So
Keep
we're going to be
talking with
talking
me.
Doctor Who first because
Doctor
the
Who,
newest season of Doctor
Doctor
Who
Who.
started 2 weeks ago.
Also, side note, it's Halloween. Not
Someone
to,
owes me money.
Mr. Mark Muncie, where the hell are you? Why are you not in my comments here?
Yeah.
Mr. Mark Muncie.
Right? Is he getting ready for Spooky? Or no, that's next weekend, isn't it?
I say he should
okay.
be.
He
should
was
be
at
available
Sam's
right now.
Club doing a book thing over there today. Because that's all.
He was
his
a very
Facebook
busy
posts.
guy today.
Well, we're
You're
just
trying
as
to tell
important.
me, Mark, you're trying to tell me that your book signing is more important than my comment section?
Definitely
We're having,
not.
we're
We
having,
need your
we're having a
wit.
talk at Spooky. We're going to have a little sit down heart to
I'm just
heart.
gonna bring you to the graveyard when we go there.
Hell no, I've already explained how that's going to happen.
Oh yes,
No, that
that's
sounds
gonna
like
happen.
fun. Yeah, no, we need to do that. That needs to happen.
Y'all
Special
are gonna
assignment.
Y'all are going to get Blair Witch Project. And I'm going to sit home reading a book.
Well, considering Blair Witch Project was fake, I'm fine with that.
It wasn't
Being a
fake.
Blair Witch for real.
Real.
Anyway,
Anyway,
the new
so-
season of Doctor Who came
Yes,
out.
the newest season of Doctor Who has come out, which is why I'm just like a Dalek, even though there are no Daleks
Mark's in the
yet.
chat now.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, now is he here? Well, I was just
Can't stay on
bashing
top
you,
of
but that's okay, buddy.
What?
I
Hard to
missed
stay on
you.
top of.
Right? Bunny trails. So this is the first season with Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, the 13th Doctor. There are so many other ways you can.
And how is she so far?
She's not bad. The
not
first
bad.
episode, she didn't know who she was for the first 50 minutes ish. I don't know. The majority of the episode didn't know who she was.
Time this has happened, though.
No, because
this
she just
normal for
regenerated.
doctors?
Yes, after they regenerate, they get a new body, they get a new identity, and they don't know their identity yet as soon as they regenerate. So they're kind of figuring it out, and she gets thrown onto this train that is being attacked by this crazy electronic-y snake ball of death dealie. It's really terrifying looking.
For some reason, when you said snake ball of death, I immediately imagined like a yo-yo.
No, more
And
like
then
a
the snake
writhing,
coming out of the yo-yo instead of the string, and I'm like,
There you go.
an electronic snake
I'm gonna let you
ball.
think real quick. I know. When I said a yo-yo, why is this what came to mind?
It's the first thing I saw.
Michael.
Remember, I'm 3/4
Squirrel.
retarded. We
Right?
discovered
Yeah.
that last night.
Oh, look at chicken.
3/4. Yeah, you're almost there, buddy. Oh my lord.
Back to Doctor
So,
Who.
yeah. So she gets thrown onto this train and she starts talking to a police officer who shows up because the train is being attacked by this writhing ball of electronic snake of death. And
Now I
the-
can imagine a Medusa with a bad hair day.
basically, yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
like a floating ball
So it's like a big
of
knot
writhing
of
ball of snakes, of electronic snakes. It's super freaking, like it's Doctor Who, but that was super freaking weird. So a police officer shows up and starts talking to her and says, "Excuse me, madam, why do you keep calling me madam?" And she's like, oh, look at that. but she's still in Peter Capaldi's outfit
It's like,
because
oh,
she
look,
just regenerated.
I have breasts.
Right. Well,
How
the
interesting.
doctor's never been a woman yet. So it was just,
I guess,
and she
yeah.
crash landed into the train, not in the TARDIS, which is important. She does not find her TARDIS in the first episode. So hey, spoilers, by the way.
Oh, thank
Lots
you,
of them.
ruined it.
So many of them.
A little.
Appreciate that. Actually, I've already watched it.
Oh, okay.
I liked it.
It was good.
I'm upset that you spoiled that the doctor's a woman. I didn't know that. It wasn't new 6 months ago.
Right? It totally wasn't new. So
Wait,
it was.
that's a girl?
The entire
wrong.
first episode is her dealing with this writhing ball of death electronic snake things. And this other guy whose name is Tim Shaw, I'm not even shitting you, Tim Shaw, which is the worst villain name ever.
Ever.
But when he kills people, he takes one of their teeth and he sticks them in his face.
Nice.
So, it's awful. It's so awful.
That sounds pretty cool.
Just
Was he a dentist in his past
It's
life?
pretty disgusting looking. Like it was
So
really
what picture
awful.
do you want me to show? I don't even know what picture.
Do you have the?
do you
Well,
have the
this
guy
is-
with teeth in his
I
wanna
face?
see that.
I didn't
Awesome.
find it. I can't. I'm having a hard time finding film stills from it, and I was out of the office a lot this week, and that's the only place
I'm
I
gonna
have
let
a
y'all
reliable
chat. I'm
computer.
gonna go find a picture of Teeth Face Man. Look at it.
Tim Shaw.
Tim
Shaw. I just wasn't in the office a lot this week, but
Shaw.
so these three
Who we
people.
have here?
Lollygagging?
No, I was
Teeth
working.
Face.
I was working. I got out of the office. It was awesome. I got to do real locksmithing.
Oh well, now
So-
I feel bad.
So these are all the people that have joined her, except for we're missing one lady, the grandmother of the guy in the middle, and I don't remember anybody's names right now. I'm really crap at names. I know that the girl's real name is Mandip because it's just a really fun name. I'm so sorry.
We all want some man dip.
Oh my goodness.
That's her first name.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
So we had to find out whose parents hated who. Found them.
Yeah, kind of. So that was fun. It's the only name I know. But
Oh my good
his
lord. he has-
grandmother dies
Ton of
saving everybody.
fucking teeth in
She
his
saved.
face.
Isn't it awful?
Wait, hold on. Where's it? The other
She
one.
saved
closer.
everybody
Oh,
because
beautiful.
somebody has to be sacrificed.
Defend it.
But it was really awful that somebody died in the first episode. The doctor doesn't get a lot of major deaths. And for that to happen immediately was kind of crazy. But the show itself
Michelle's an ugly motherfucker.
is really ugly.
Does he brush each one every day? Do you think? Or
Probably
like
not.
shower and mouthwash.
This dude was grody, like super grody. It was really bad.
To the max?
Yeah.
It's a little. I'm not gonna lie. Doctor
It's a
Who is
little bit
made.
disturbing.
I was saying, Doctor Who's like showed some pretty interesting stuff. Where I'm just like, wow, like the silence. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, you guys are a thing. You guys look real. But then it's just like, I literally just stabbed teeth into my face.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. And then, but the second
Yikes.
the villain in the second episode is friggin' cloths. Like remnants of cloth. They're called the remnants. They are literally cloth remnants. It looks like a friggin' mummy exploded on this planet and they all animated themselves. And they freaking talk.
Talking claw.
I don't like the second episode, except that in the
What would you
second
do if your shirts came
episode,
alive and start talking?
it was super.
Listen,
Well,
dude,
but they were
there's
killing
not-
people too. Like they would like smother. They smothered you and you died
to a
by an
fucking rag,
animated
man.
cloth. Yeah. No, one rag, not even an entire rag. Like one or two rags at a time.
So the
like a
rags did-
remnant of cloth, a
The
remnant
rag
of mummy.
didn't like form into some big rag. It was just like or a bunch of rags, like you know,
Yeah.
like a patchwork.
It's just
No.
a regular rag crawling on the
Yes.
ground.
But there is
know-
a little bit of backstory. Creepy Toothface Man, he is a part of the Stenza race. And this planet with the creepy little cloth people, or cloth things, that planet was a testing ground for chemical weapons and things for the Stenza. So this was a chemical weapon test gone wrong, is the reason behind the remnants, which was just bizarre. But the doctor herself, I don't like that she apologizes friggin' constantly. I don't know if
But this is episode 1 still.
2.
Okay.
We've had 2 episodes.
And she still apologized in the first
She's
one.
still apologizing. I'm
Sorry.
sorry. She's not Canadian. But she's just
Sorry's right.
Must be the estrogen.
Sorry.
Mike, say
It's
sorry.
the estrogen.
Sorry.
He's not. He's been too acclimated over here. He has no idea.
But she apologizes constantly. I don't know. I hope that her character gets a little bit deeper, and I don't want her to be this wounded victim female. I'm so sorry. Because that's just bullshit.
Be a strong, independent woman like Brie.
Well, if they're gonna pick a freaking woman to be the doctor and to follow up Peter Capaldi, who is the crunchiest man ever. He's so grumpy and
Crunchies.
I've never heard anybody be
I
called
just ate a bag of
I know.
Doritos, and I just thought,
he
like,
is though. He's just
like-
he's so harsh and just
you see, like,
mean.
people are like, oh, look,
Is he like me, Brie?
no, he's worse.
They pull out a Cheeto, and they're like,
Wow.
look, it's Jesus in a Cheeto. I just mean pull like and I pulled out a Dorito and just like,
Shaped like Peter Capaldi. I would buy that Cheeto on Amazon or eBay or whatever.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Now, my question, Brie, is
Yes.
Did you watch
Christ.
the whole couple of weeks of catch up?
No, I have not caught up recently.
So I literally watched. I sure watched a couple of weeks ago all the way.
Okay.
Did you see the episode where they're on the giant space whale and they were stabbing the giant space whale to make it go faster, and then come to find out if they just stopped stabbing it altogether, it would have been fine? But the doctor's like, one idea of saving it was, I'm gonna make the whale go brain dead. And I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like a good fix either. He's like, but now it won't be suffering. And then someone's just like, hey guys, what if I stop poking it for a few minutes? And they stop poking it, and the whale's like, all right, cool, now normal speed again. It's like,
Yeah,
that was an interesting episode of
Must
the.
have missed that one.
it was. That was an older one. That wasn't a Peter Capaldi, was it?
No, it was a Matt Smith, I think his name was.
Yeah.
The last one I watched.
Bow ties are cool.
Yeah. And the Fez.
I'm not a relatively attractive human being, but I'm pretty smart.
You know,
kinda
Mark's
cute.
been talking to you guys this whole time, and you guys are not even paying attention.
My phone died.
Shreds of Death Eaters. That is true.
What did your phone die?
I mean, I'm
Yes,
at 5%.
I agree.
This is
They
their
haven't
overbooked
figured
dead.
out. So, okay, the planet that they landed on in the second
Ha,
episode.
yeet.
So the doctor can't find her TARDIS. She makes a new
you.
sonic screwdriver, which is in this photo. And I think
Sure.
there should be a photo of her new sonic screwdriver, which is amazing because she built it in the first episode out of friggin' spoons and little shards of crystal
Let's see. Not that one.
from Toothman's
Not that one.
spaceshipy deal.
There.
Oh, I guess I didn't find it. Damn.
That looks dope. Wait, hold on. go
Right?
back.
Aren't some of them super cool?
Go back to
There's
the-
a freaking.
Crystal thingy. What was that, Brie? That. What is that?
That's the inside of the TARDIS now.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
What happened?
It redecorates.
It was a it redecorates for each doctor.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Like,
But so she
the woman's
makes
touch.
a brand new sonic screwdriver that is now a sonic Swiss Army knife, which I just love. And it's
does it come complete with the cork opener and everything? Like,
it should. I'm sure it would. It doesn't
nice.
need it. It has sonic.
it's Sonic. It's like, oh my god.
Wait a minute, the hedgehog?
Maybe.
No.
But so she makes it, and she does all this stuff with a microwave and a car battery, and just doctory. I'm gonna make this work kind of thing, and
Right.
zaps everybody into the middle of space to find the TARDIS.
Right.
So they land in the middle of space, just chilling there in the middle of space.
Did
and
they
there's-
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where it's just like I love that. It's like if you take a full lung of air, you can last about 40 seconds until you freeze to death in the depths of space, and they're just like, yup.
No,
They just
nothing
hop out.
happened, and I'm kind of upset about that too because the TARDIS is really the only thing that ever protects the Doctor and the companions from basically death constantly and being able to breathe air on new planets is the TARDIS. So they land in the middle of space and they don't instantly get vacuumed or frozen or whatever, which is just bullcrap. But they get picked up. There's 4 of them. It's all 4 of these guys here. So 2 of them get picked up by one ship, 2 of them get picked up by another ship who happen to be going to the same planet that they were supposed to be zapping themselves to. But the planet is out of orbit. So if the planet had been in orbit correctly, they would have landed on the planet, which is supposedly where the TARDIS is. That's why they went there.
I'm gonna point out that it's exactly what happened to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Is it? It's been a long time since I've seen that.
The ship is going towards the planet. They evacuate the ship, get picked up by the enemy, like the big enemy ship, and then they float, and then they both get to the planet, and the enemy ship destroys the planet as they're flying away on the ship again. And I'm just like, this arc didn't need to happen. This was just 30 minutes of filler that you guys just shoved into a movie. Like, can I shove filler episodes into a movie? Yes, I can.
Well, this was definitely a filler episode in that it found the TARDIS. So they land on this.
It's like
Well,
filler episodes are like considered like, you know, a filler episode would be considered as like, you can consider almost not canon.
Well-
It's like it doesn't.
well, but aside from
is kind of important.
right, but aside from finding the TARDIS, which was not the main point of the show in itself, they didn't really solve the problem. They don't know why the planet is out of orbit. All they know is that these two spaceships that picked them up crash land. Well, one of them crash landed. One of them landed chill on this planet. That's from the first episode. That was super cool. That was really neat. I like that one. First episode was fantastic. So these two people that landed, they are fighting some crazy race that started with what, like 200 different racers that are racing to save their colonies and their planets because these people are super douchebags and they come and they destroy planets, and the Stenza has made the colony slaves of the girl. It's a girl and a guy that are fighting against each other. So they're trying to save their families and everything. So this guy pits them against each other. It's this Indian guy that I recognize from somewhere, and I don't know where, but he's a friggin' hologram. He's not even on the planet. But he dictates, you now have to go find the ghost monument that only shows up sometimes. What's the ghost monument? The TARDIS! Yeah. So...
Probably right.
So futuristic race makes barbarian-esque race fight to the death over mysterious monument of, oh, that was something else? I think I've seen this a few times before.
And like, they don't really explain the remnants, because I didn't even know they were called remnants until I started looking the show up. They literally never said it.
Yeah, the rag people.
Yeah. So it was just weird. And like, there's a whole civilization that used to be on this planet. There's a whole shopping mall that they go running through, and they don't try to find out why this civilization is gone, why the planet is out of orbit. So they better come back to that, or else that was the biggest waste of an episode. But when she's trying to call the TARDIS because she's got her sonic screwdriver out, and she goes, "Come to daddy!" I mean, mommy. That was cute.
Sentient rags.
Yes. They were super weird. And I'm really bummed at myself because she made a fantastic quote in the first episode, and I thought I had the paper in this book, and it is not in this book.
So the
but
imagination...
it was an amazing speech that she gave to Toothpaste Man about how you can change
Dental
and
hygiene.
grow and what?
Dental hygiene.
Yes. How you can grow and change while still acknowledging the past. And so it was very much a speech to all these little panties in a twist kids that are, or people in general who are upset about the Doctor being a man.
Please, let's use the proper term. Man children.
Yes, probably most of them. Like 95% of the people that are upset that she's a woman.
You can't be a girl.
Exactly. So that's what that speech was towards, and I'm going to bring it next week because it was amazing.
It's chaos.
It was amazing.
It was really good. But this Doctor seems to be more, as long as she quits being so, I'm so sorry about everything,
You like
then
her.
I will
than
like
that,
her.
you like
But I like the new
Don't like her
TARDIS
yet.
interior. I like that it's organic looking and it's kind of dark. And now the new sonic screwdriver is kind of dark and organic looking. And it's just cool all in general.
what I
And the
made of rocks.
TARDIS spits out freaking cookies.
What?
It has a cookie dispenser.
Wow.
Right?
That's awesome.
I know.
TARDIS is an easy bake oven now.
So, Michael, it seems like you know,
crystalline,
you know as
easy
much
bake
as
oven. Yo,
Dr.
we
Who as I
figured
do.
it out.
Yeah, I don't
And
watch
the
Doctor Who.
cookie that they...
I think we're at the same level here.
I
watched
agree,
it when
Mark.
I was a
The
kid.
first
Not that we
episode
don't wanna
was
participate.
fantastic.
So Mark online says first episode he loved it, but the second was meh.
I think it's
Yeah.
the general consensus with Bree.
Oh,
as
hey,
well.
Bree, did
Yes.
you look?
Same as Tatas.
I love it.
Yep. We're gonna have
Oh
shirts.
yeah, I don't have any pink on, do I?
We're gonna have
No.
shirts. It's because you know Master Roshi loves boobies. It is cancer. It's breast cancer
Awareness.
month. So
It is.
I have the ability. We're gonna make pink Nerd Talk shirts just for.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
Well, I'm
And this
super
was
pale,
and DJ Yahudi is the one that made it for us. So
Cool.
I've got the
Awesome.
screen.
Shout
He made
out.
the screens and everything. It's freaking awesome.
How does that
awesome.
not bother you?
What?
You have a speck underneath your screen protector. Like, it's not even my
What did you do to my phone?
Here we go. Shiny thing.
Right? Oh, look at
Squirrel.
chicken.
Chicken.
You have a
What?
speck under your
It
screen
wasn't there. What
protector.
did you do?
What did you
You're not
do?
pulling that bullshit on me.
What'd you do, Dylan?
200th anniversary of Frankenstein, says Mark. That's super cool.
Really? Oh, God, that's old.
Oh my God.
So cool.
What? No.
That's super
I was
cool.
alive when it first came out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when the first set of dinosaurs died, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's what happened.
I love Doctor Who in the sense that they've always been really imaginative with how they solve things and how they do things and how they're always have this odd like pseudo political-esque like be a good person morality thing to them.
Yes.
But I have to say, how many seasons are we at now?
143.
This is
No, season
season
one.
times
This is
6.
season 11.
Is it?
11. So after 11 seasons,
times
do you
13.
think we're running out of content?
Well, I mean, that's 11 new seasons.
Yeah,
That's
11.
not even the old seasons.
started in
Well, but
63,
that's
so-
why they're starting
I did my
new,
research.
Yeah.
That's
Bad
why we also,
guys.
that's why we
289.
also have sentient rags.
Right. Well, Chris Chibnall is kind of like, right now. I'm very much not impressed with this.
So,
Like the
creepy little
last time
janitor-looking man.
I feared sentient rags was like going to a teenage boy's bedroom for the first time, just going, is that tissue gonna move?
Yeah. This,
Like
I'm
that's like
very,
the last time I actually feared a rag
that
of
the guy you were
any
talking about?
kind.
So how many actual seasons of Doctor Who? 11, correct?
No, she,
11 new
new.
seasons, yes.
New seasons?
Yeah,
of the
11 new
current stuff,
seasons.
starting from Chris Eccleston, which is
That's
the
it, it's Raj from,
ninth Doctor.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, so you still have the other one before that, which
Yes,
went
you
on
still have the
for-
prior ones, which is like 35 episodes,
Yeah,
I think.
69 to.
Keep in mind,
To
some
80
doctors. I'll say most of the
something.
doctors got what? I'll say how many?
I'm not
seasons?
talking about episodes. I'm talking about
Or
Seasons.
seasons. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think there's
yeah,
like
there's
35 seasons.
35 seasons.
I
That
think
is
of the
a
new
lot.
stuff. It was a
So how
hefty
many
The original
fucking
was
chunk.
63 to 80.
Oh,
How many
Mark
doctors?
Muncy says 26 seasons of original.
Okay,
Jeez,
26.
well, plus the
That's
11.
39. Or, no, I'm sorry.
37 total.
That's a
Do
lot.
math.
Yeah,
Count,
and
1, 2,
this doctor is technically
I'm
so the
out of
doctor
fingers.
is only supposed to get 12 regenerations, but the Time Lord Council gave the doctor unlimited.
Or so we think. An
Right.
unknown
This
number.
is
They
a
didn't-
very
they
this
didn't
is a very
specify the number.
sketchy, like, is there a limit or is there
All
not?
we-
But David Tennant
impressed. You
regenerated
know more
into
than what I thought.
himself
I
again.
say
Remember?
we do know that from the from watching that scene, because it's like the only I've debated this on Reddit without even watching the show, because I love to pick words apart specifically, and I'm just like, well, to be fair, they said regenerations. But they didn't give a finite number. They said, we'll give you, it's like basically when I say, okay, I'll give you some more. I didn't tell you how much more I was going to give you.
Right. So I think it's a surprise because
Yeah, exactly.
like he should not have regenerated into Peter Capaldi.
No, that should have been, to say David Tennant should have been his last. So it
David
should
Tennant should have been the last because David Tennant regenerated into that same body a second time because he liked that body. He had 5 seasons, I believe,
Yeah, so
right?
David Tennant was
he
a
had
long
5
runner.
seasons, and Chris Eccleston had 2 or 3. Peter and then Matt Smith had 2. Capaldi had 3. Did he have 3? I don't freaking remember. I think that's too many episodes or too many seasons.
Tons of audio dramas in the books during the Dark Ages.
Oh, Sarah Jane Adventures. I want to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. I think I just found it on Amazon Prime. I want to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures because I've watched almost all of Torchwood until they come to America, and then it just got really freaking weird, and I was really unimpressed.
It's always been weird, but that's been the great thing about it.
Yeah, but Torchwood is harder to watch than Doctor Who.
That is true.
Very much. Hey,
Very
Karen?
much, very much.
Does Doctor Who or does Torchwood ever deal with giant space whales of stabbing and make it go faster? Stop stabbing it goes even
No,
faster.
they deal with stuff that makes it to the planet.
Oh, well,
Yeah, Torchwood really only handles things once it makes it to Earth,
it's not our problem, sir. It's in the atmosphere. It's our problem.
basically. But I do like that this new doctor is so inherently curious. And the doctor constantly asks questions. Why is this? What are the most important questions in this situation? Because they ask that to their companions all the time. What do we need to be asking ourselves right now? Not why is this here? We should be asking, why does it exist? Why did somebody bring it here? For what purpose?
So does that mean that I'm going to stretch here and make another fan theory? Is Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus a a doctor then?
Have you not seen that fan?
I've seen it.
Thing?
This is the thing. I haven't read it.
love
I
it.
saw it in Reddit. I was just like, what did you think
That
about
is
like
so possible.
the bus could be the TARDIS?
Yes!
It's 100% plausible.
Because
like,
they
it
have
wouldn't-
cloaking devices, and the TARDIS, the police box broke. That's why it's still a police box.
I was saying, so I'm sitting here just thinking like, it's not outside of the realm of possibility.
It's really not.
And it'd be super cool too.
Yes. And there's other oh, and Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins might be a Time Lord because she's got her fancy little bag that's like totally endless.
Yep.
And her
Can you
and
imagine
the
your
umbrella could be
TARDIS?
her sonic screwdriver.
Can you imagine the TARDIS being a bag? All right, get in, companions. I'm not getting in the bag. Get.
Well, they did that in Harry Potter.
Yeah, so I guess they all ship themselves by just getting in Hermione's. Like, I love that the movies didn't portray this. For anyone who just watched the movies, my mother actually tell me about this. And I thought it was hilarious when they were on that run from the Death Eaters and the government. And I forgot suddenly, Ministry of Magic.
Yeah.
When they were on the run from both, the idea was Hermione's purse is an infinite purse. Let's
correct.
just go hide in there, and they hid in her purse for months. And I thought that was the funniest damn thing.
No, they weren't actually in her purse.
They weren't in the purse.
No, she had a tent in her
She
purse.
has everything in her tent and they're in her purse. So when they go somewhere, they
Well,
pull it
why
all
don't you
out.
just get in the purse?
Because then who's
doesn't
going
work
to
that
carry it
way.
anywhere?
Leave it
It's
in the
just going to
forest.
chill there.
So here's the thing.
Chill bear?
So here's the
God.
thing. You're driving down the road, and in the middle of nowhere, you see a tent in the middle of the middle of the field. You're
It
like,
had
huh.
spells around it.
It's like, huh, that looks a little weird.
There's a
I don't know.
cloaking spell.
Why is the tent still
there
there?
were,
You know,
there
I
were
better make
tons
sure
of
they're
cloaking
okay.
spells.
But you just see,
I think we've lost Eddie.
you see,
Eddie's like,
Right?
what the hell are you guys talking about?
you just see a purse on a rock in the middle of nowhere, and you're just like, whatever.
You're going to know. You're going to be like, oh, look, a purse.
I'm more inclined
There's
to look
probably cool shit in here.
Money.
You know, you can
Yeah,
also,
let's see if
hey, and you know, you can
and
also
that person
grab
who
an
opens
old
that
boot
purse,
and
I'm going to see a
travel.
face. Hello.
Oh my God. Okay, so since we've gotten off the subject,
Yeah.
so Michael had some people that reached out to him, and
Well, we were at work the other day, and I overheard a conversation behind me from a couple coworkers. They were talking about Green
Your phone
Lantern
sucks.
versus Green Arrow. Who would win in a fight? So I paused my calls real quick, and I'm like,
which
hey.
you could get. So just make sure you understand this. Hold on a second. You are saying on air that you're telling me
No, I did not.
you work for that you paused your work to answer a question.
I turned around for a minute.
Mark's got the solid.
And you're telling on his coworker friends that are not
Andy.
making
All you
calls,
people
but they're talking
watching,
about
don't let the
dig
boss
it.
watch.
We talk
I
all
don't
the
know
time.
anything about that.
all the
though.
time.
Bag of holding is
We talk
Well,
all the
I
time.
get
say,
the idea.
now we're back.
just hop in the bag of
Yeah.
holding.
Okay, let's get on one page here.
So, in this scenario, does Green Lantern get his ring?
Yeah.
Well, yes, so it's
Why?
Green
Here's the
Lantern
thing.
versus Green Arrow,
Schmetze.
power versus power.
Okay, fine. In that same time, well, the
But
thing is,
Oliver Queen has no power that's not like physically earned and created by himself.
See, that's where I brought up the point. Everybody was saying, oh, Green Arrow wins. I'm like, no,
No.
he has no power. Green Lantern has his ring. He's going to smack any arrow out of the way.
Right.
you're not gonna make contact.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Really?
Hi, Len. Literally,
No.
the only
Here's the
way
thing.
he could win is if he takes Green Lantern by surprise and like chops his friggin' finger off with a goddamn arrow.
Well, that's
wait
what
a
they
minute.
also
He has other fingers.
Yeah, but what if the
Yeah, but
what if the
the ring
ringer's
comes off?
unpowered? Because the ring does power
ring-
now.
Thank you.
Ring comes back to the user even if it gets removed from their body.
Yeah, but
Well,
if it's
that's
out of
just
power,
It
dumb.
always flies back to another finger.
Well, that's just bullshit.
Because
Then.
there's situations in which, remember, there are alien races that are not nearly as gifted, where we have
Right, but-
10 fingers, they have
Yeah.
3. So when he loses a finger, he literally says out loud as the ring comes back, he's just like, only got 5 more of those. And I'm just sitting here like, you're making a good point. When you're out of fingers, you're just like,
Where's it go next?
So what if
I start with the toes. Like, how many toes does your race
So that's
get?
the primary
2.
target.
If Green Lantern didn't have the ring, would he still be able to beat Arrow?
Okay, so
Arrow's good at fist fighting.
kinda.
he's not a ninja.
Arrow's not kind of good at fist fighting. Arrow's hella good at fist fighting.
Well, it
He's
depends
good at
what
beating up
version. Are you
thugs,
talking about
so-
the Arrow TV show? Because he kicks ass.
Well, yeah, because that's my only experience with the Arrow.
Blonde hair Arrow from the comics.
Yeah, I don't
not
like this
so
one.
much.
I was like, he knows basic boxing. Like the thing is, like, people are
Oh,
like,
in
man,
the comics, he
they're
only
like,
knows
he
basic
they're like-
boxing.
Like, look, he beats up those thugs. I'm sitting here just like, yeah? Okay, but those are 10-cent thugs. Like, yeah, of course you beat them. They're gullible enough to get hit in the face with one of your giant punching bag arrows. Like,
James Youngblood's even commenting on
So yeah, we have a
Well, you
couple
see what
comments.
Mark said?
Let's go with Mark.
Hey, we don't say that stuff out loud there, Eddie.
Okay.
No. Nobody kills Superman.
Well,
That's
just
why
for
I
like a
like-
Green
what are you
Lantern
talking
beat
about?
Superman with fake kryptonite from his ring.
But it really doesn't kill him because
he
it's fake.
fooled.
Yeah.
He fooled Superman into staying away because he's all like, kryptonite. And Superman's just like, I'm literally not even going to take the risk of whether the radiation from that was real. Obviously it was because, as we've seen before, he's made jets and whatnot, and the exhaust from the jets does do the damage of fire. So like the weaponry shoots bullets. So in essence, if he created kryptonite, it would give off the energy. But he can make any green. He can make literally a rock in his hand. It looks like kryptonite because whatever he makes is green.
Yeah.
So, like,
but the flaw of was, I don't know if I want to. No, I can't. My phone died. Remember?
So if we do
Good charger, by
TV
the
show
way.
Arrow,
Okay,
then,
we'll do TV show
then
Arrow.
he is clever enough. But James Youngblood is saying that Lantern power is derived from the mind. So unless Arrow is like super, super sneaky, there's no way.
Which is not.
Lantern's
the
power is
TV
derived
show-
from the mind, but the ring is a conduit. Without the ring, he can't use the powers.
Take the ring off, he's human. Period.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
So
He
if
is
you
if we're going with Hal Jordan, he's a human with military training.
So then if you take Green Lantern's ring away and Arrow's bow and arrows away,
You get
and it's a
Air Force
flat-out
training. How
physical
much
fight.
training does Air Force
Well,
really
I mean,
have?
didn't Green Arrow have
Depends on what career
parkour training?
right, parkour
Basically.
and the Ra's al Ghul stuff
Yeah.
and all this super crazy ninja crap.
And Green Lantern has been military trained.
Since he's a kid, though, is the thing. He was
Right,
very
and-
early on induction to it.
Right, and Arrow he learned in 5 years and came back home. And so depending on how long it's been, he's improved his training and improved his techniques. But he only learned in 5 years. Granted, it
thing.
was out of necessity.
If we're taking stuff man to man and we're taking away like what they have, then there's a lot of people that lose to a lot of people. So that I really hate comparing heroes. Like, well, if I take them away, it's like, for example, it's like the thing with people are like, oh, is Batman as good as insert person here? Well, I hate to break this to you. If you take
You mean the
everything,
Shadow?
well, here's the thing. Unfortunately, if you take everything that makes the Shadow, you take all the Shadow's abilities away, you take all of Batman's abilities away, okay, well, you're left with a madman, and you're left with a madman, but also a ninja. So the thing about Bruce Wayne is not only is he hyper intelligent, but he's hyper strong, and he's also incredibly agile and an amazing fighter. So as we've described him on Comic Book 101 before, Bruce Wayne is the perfect human being. He's the closest thing to human perfection. Because he's toned his body, he's trained his body, he's forced his body and mind to be everything that it needs to be in a pinch fight. Making him the perfect human being in a sense. So if you compare everyone down to regular humans again, like you knock down the Kryptonian's ability to like, all right, you're human now. In a room with red sun radiation where you were equal with everyone else around you, Bruce Wayne's to sit here and go, so who took my lunch money this week?
So Mark mentions Arrow knows when he's outclassed and cheats. Hal Jordan is cocky and would do something stupid.
Cocky. The thing is Hal Jordan would also cheat right away. Hal Jordan sit here and just go, I know you said I couldn't use my finger, my ring on my finger, but you never said my pinky toe. And that's like, he'll win by some stupid bullshit like that.
Right.
That or he'll like, so I know we said a fair fight, but T-Twister. And be like, you son of a... It's like, yeah, no. Hal Jordan's not a respectable fighter by no means. He fights in any way that he sees. But if you compare, like, the villains they're facing,
Yeah.
one's the god of rage. One doesn't have a villain at all to fight. His Arrow's biggest number one rival that they've mentioned in the comics all the time is someone who doesn't even see him as a rival back. He's like Deathstroke. He's like, I will hunt him down one day. And Deathstroke's like, out of everyone in the Justice League, I mean everyone, including Batman, you are the only person I see running around as a lunatic with a bow and arrow. He's like, you're it. He's like,
He
you
is
are
a lunatic with
he's
a
like,
bow and
you
arrow.
are
He is.
not.
He is way emotional.
Deathstroke is 100%. There's a fantastic comic where Deathstroke single-handedly cuts down the entire Justice League and kills all of them. The only one he won't kill is Arrow. Why? He's like, you're not a hero.
Because he's not.
He's
worth
like,
it.
you're just some lunatic running around in a
Oh,
suit.
wow.
And they're like, he's like,
That's just mean.
He's
But
like,
that's-
the
That's just me. I was gonna say. That's me.
But that's
he
part of their
fires-
dynamic.
I would say he fires an arrow at him,
Right.
hits Slade in the, or takes a broken arrow and just stabs Slade in the eye, taking out his other eye. And Slade went, now watch. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna kick your ass without my eyes. Pulls the arrow out. His eye just starts regenerating, and then covers his eyes and kicks the shit out of him. And then goes, I can do that without my eyes. You're still not a hero. And then walks away from him. I'm just like,
Right. Green Arrow has money. He has some crazy, super, mega dedication, but he is a dick in the show.
Oh, wow.
he
That's
definitely
how you
is.
really
He
feel.
is a
literally-
prick.
and he is so emotionally
He's a prick,
driven. He does not have the mental capacity for more than like an episode or two at a time to be, we need to solve this problem, no emotion. And when he does,
No,
he's
it's like,
more of an ass.
Oh, all
and
y'all on my team? Y'all are assholes. Go away. It's all me.
exactly.
you know who, I really hate to say this, but you know who could beat him really, really easily?
Boss Tech.
Ryan Reynolds, Hal Jordan. Here's why.
Oh,
So as you've seen, Arrow is very susceptible to losing his temper.
Yes.
Hal is nothing more than a cocky asshole all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just going to sit
Yes.
here and go, wow, do you keep your beard like that on purpose? And boom, he's set off. He's going to rush him. He's like, you're an idiot. And just, sidestep and let him run into a wall.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the man's not going to fight you. Because, when you lose your temper, you're not going to fight well.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
speak,
fucking
no,
idiot.
He's going to
Okay.
goad the shit out
Military
of him.
training's going to sit here and kick in and be like, all right, I'm going to win this now.
All right. So speaking of odd green arrows, right? What do you think about this?
No, I know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah?
You know?
This is the new one?
Well,
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, God.
Oh, Green Lanterns.
I mean, yeah, Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
boy, I can't wait for someone with a non-symmetrical face to play a hero.
He's got the droopy dog look.
Yeah, the day I can draw a line down, his face with him smiling and not cut one of his teeth in half, let me know. Oh wait, you
that
can't.
But it
Mark's
has
saying
been
Guy
rumored.
Gardner for the win.
But there
It
are
is rumored.
rumors of him going as being a
No,
Green Lantern.
it ain't gonna happen.
they would have to
fine.
shoot low to make him look tall enough, first of all.
Well, and he'd have to be in
They would have to shoot low.
Yeah,
Henry
he'd have to wear
Cavill.
shoe lifts.
I was Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, assuming he says Batman, he probably won't, but just taking their heights, they're not short people. Tom Cruise is short. Henry Cavill's gonna be
love
like,
it.
and you are? I'm Hal Jordan. You have the attitude, I'll teach you that much. But you don't have anything.
You gotta have that cocky attitude when you're that
Ryan
short.
Reynolds is gonna sit here as
Right.
Deadpool, just go, oh, I'm gonna have to kill him twice.
All right. So with that
Yikes.
being said, so we're not going to. We waited to do this because we didn't want any spoiler alerts. But
Yes.
all right. So I'm going to play the Venom, and then we'll come back and we're going to talk about what everybody thought.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter. I always seem to find myself questioning something the government may not be looking at. I found something really bad. And I have been Who said that? Taken.
Look around at the world. What do you see? A planet on the brink of collapse. Human beings are disposable. But man and symbiote combined. This is a new race, a new species. A higher life form.
What do you want from me?
You'll find out.
I'm so sorry. We cannot just hurt people.
Look into my eyes, Eddie. The way I see it. We can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal? Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
that power. It's not completely awful.
You have no idea how much you're scaring me right now.
Eddie, cooperate. And you just might survive.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Giant leaps will always come at a cost.
We will eat both your arms and then both of your legs, and then we will eat your face right off your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Chan.
Parasite.
So
Apologize. I'm not apologizing. Apologize.
I was telling boss that's my new favorite anti-hero.
Honestly, so the thing
Yeah.
is,
Great.
people have loved Deadpool for years. I get it.
Yes.
He's funny. Okay, cool, whatever. Haha. The all XD random guys. Haha. Look at me. Raffle them out. It's like
People
okay,
love
cool.
Deadpool more from the movie.
Exactly. They're like, Ryan Reynolds really boosted that, but Deadpool was popular before that because he was he was a meme.
Yeah.
The thing is like when you really delve into different anti-heroes such as Venom, you start to learn more about them. People are like, oh man, I relate to the Joker. No, the fuck you don't. Stop saying that. You don't relate to the Joker. You know who you could relate to? Venom. Wanna know why? He's a chaotic good. He does the right thing, but man, he does it in some messed up ways. For example, it's just like Spider-Man's like Spider-Man lawful good. I will take you to jail. Venom. I will eat you for being bad. So stop being bad. Do your homework. And the kids are like,
Yeah.
and they're off of their homework. They're off the freaking races. Spider-Man is like, do your homework, kids. Wow, I'm gonna be like Spider-Man. I'm not doing my homework when I get home. I'm gonna play the new Spider-Man game on PS4. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna try to scale the building outside.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get someone hurt. Venom's just like, I ate somebody today. And I'm just like, no, honestly. So that movie's been catching a lot of really like a lot of flack for being. The fight scenes are cut short. The writing is definitely questionable in certain areas where it's like,
Mama texted he needs a good dentist.
yeah, he has a good dentist, symbiote. But to be completely honest with you, I loved the movie. I loved every second.
The
It was
movie
great.
was great. They followed a lot from the comics, scene by scene.
I fail to see where critics are having the issues with the movie. They're like, oh, the fight scenes were fast. Well, that's because of the way symbiotes fight. So to give some people a little bit of context, symbiotes aren't dumb by no means. They're incredibly intelligent. So they're also battle tacticians. So they're going to survey the fight and position it in everything where they can kill it in one final blow because that's the path of least resistance. So they group people together and then whoosh. Or they go to the stealth tactic and to pick them off one at a time. So in the one fight scene that we watched him pick off one at a time was the one where they broke into his apartment. He took care of them. It was an even one-on-one-on-one. When they attacked him at the industry and smoked him out, notice he just wiped everyone out. He put everyone back to back to back and then just jumped and took everyone out. It was the most efficient way to take care of the area with the space that he had. So I can't bitch and say, the fight scenes feel like they were cut short, because they don't.
I think people complain because they expect an R rating.
That's what I think they're bitching about.
Oh, it's PG-13. We hate it automatically.
I don't know if it's people because it's been #1 in the box office.
Yeah.
Critics. I don't know how many movies I've seen where critics are like thumbs down. I come out of it going,
loves it.
It
great.
has 39% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, 89% from fans.
But
I'm like, that's people liking the
There is
movie,
40
man.
minutes
That's
missing
crazy.
The
from the
minute
movie.
you start seeing all the critics don't like it, that's when you want to go see it.
Yeah.
Because they're always wrong.
Nope.
Always.
Justice League.
Nope.
That
Justice
movie
League was
sucked
awesome.
dick, and the critics agreed.
It really did.
No, critics
loved it.
all said Battlefield Earth sucked. John Travolta's movie, and it blew.
So there's
Scientology movie.
Here's the thing.
Wow.
Critics are right sometimes. There are some movies that are just seeming piles of shit. For example, 96 Spawn. That was awful. We all know it. It's a cult classic, and we love it for that because
I
it's like
love the
that's
movie
a great
and I hate
iteration.
it at the same
but
time.
we know that CGI burns itself into your head
You
every
bring
time
Spawn
you see
up
it.
right
Yes.
now. I gotta make a comment on Mark's thing.
Sure, yes, that was
Spawn
accurate.
versus Venom. Who would win?
You see, I want to give an actual answer, but you're gonna sit here and just go. So it's
Well, give an actual answer.
so taking Spawn's abilities and taking Venom. Okay, so which iteration of Venom? Like just the Venom.
Eddie Brock, yeah.
Eddie
Eddie
Brock,
Brock
just the
Venom.
symbiote.
Yeah.
Okay, Spawn. Yeah, Spawn. Just because the demon powers are going to override the symbiote by a lot.
Don't go to the door.
Yeah, exactly. Dumbass.
And Spawn does
Dumbass.
have the chains that come alive as Cage.
Yeah,
and
exactly. It's
everything.
like you're taking someone who has
Bree, you got quiet.
demonic.
Did you not see the movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
See, what a shift. Huh? What a shift.
Right?
You're taking
That's the most I've
demonic
talked in a while.
powers. Someone whose main power is I have teeth and tentacles. It's like I have living chains and hellhounds and hellfire that I can throw at you. Venom's like fire. I don't like fire.
I don't like fire.
He goes, my fire's real hot. It's hotter than normal fire. It's hellfire. He's like, take a rain check on this fight.
He would be smart enough to do that.
Yeah, exactly. The Venom symbiote would just like before. It's just like what are odds of beating Riot?
Yeah.
0. It's just like nice.
I'm a
dig
loser
it.
like you on my planet.
Yeah.
It's like, I am sort of a loser.
Yeah, I love that part. Yeah.
I love the fact I'm just sitting here like, wait a second. Does that mean Venom was just like the bullied kid in the symbiote in high school?
Yeah, he was.
Hey nerd, and he's just sitting here like, I'm gonna get you all back one day. He's freaking Billy No, not Billy Madison. Is it Billy Madison? It is
Yeah.
Billy Madison. It's like he's making his list. He's like, Riot, you didn't call me this week and tell me that you're sorry. All right, you're all dying when we come to Earth. And sure enough.
Okay, so I've got to ask everybody, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up. 100%.
Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, actually.
Honestly,
Go
honestly,
ahead, Bree, you put thumbs up.
I'll put this way because I
There
don't
you
know
go.
yet. But
All right.
probably yes because Tom Hardy is
So,
amazing.
Mark comment again, but Mark saying so was Todd McFarlane wins
Oh,
First,
wow.
his checking account one.
co-creator and co-creator.
Okay, so does everybody know what came out this weekend?
Yes.
This weekend, as in like this upcoming weekend or last week?
Yesterday.
Starting this weekend. What movie came out?
Let's talk about this after we see the preview.
I've waited for him.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on a Halloween in 1978. He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night, and has spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Dad, look out!
The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crash?
Michael escaped.
Excuse me, somebody's in here.
Hello?
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him.
Get out! Go home! Get inside!
You don't believe in the boogeyman?
He's here!
Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Awesome. That was cool.
Just
Absolutely.
I
She's
cannot wait to
so
see
why
that.
is this not closing? Oh my god! There's a
There's
monster
nothing in that
it's like,
closet. No,
That is the
Oh,
boogeyman
yes, there
in the
is.
closet.
You know, to be completely honest with you, I would love to have twins as a kid, as an adult. I don't know why. Only the fact of when I get a babysitter for them, I'm going to teach them to be awful to them. I'm going to only tell the babysitter.
You have one.
You're not going to have very many babysitters.
I'm not. I'm gonna go through
Your
like,
babysitters are like, we're not working for that house. They're crazy.
I'm going to have one kid hide under the bed, and then the one in the bed. And she's like, there's a monster under my bed. And the babysitter is going to go, would it make you feel better if I check? He's going to go, mm-hmm. When he goes down, he's going to go, there's someone in my bed. And that's when the babysitter's going to lose her shit. She's going to be like, no, it's not happening to me. She's going to call me, that was not cool. And then hear my kids violently laughing in the background. I'm like, I raised you guys well.
You're raising evil
That's
kids.
awesome.
What are you doing?
If
Yeah,
you
those
think
kids will
my
be
kid-
homeschooled.
If you think my kids won't cosplay as the two girls from The Shining, you're dead
Oh
wrong.
my goodness. They're
I will
boys,
sit
but they
there.
still.
Be careful what you wish. Hey, be careful what you wish for because twins run in our family.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Just saying.
You know, you're not going to get them. Cage will get the twins.
Oh, great.
My
Sorry.
ex-husband's
Hey, it's
sister-in-law
more
is
fun.
a triplet.
You can teach them and then
I
give
can teach
them
them
back.
bad habits.
And then give them back. It's even better.
Edward Richards
That's what
showed
they're
up
for.
and he said, damn it, I'm late again.
Hey,
So-
Ed, come on.
On Halloween, the one good thing I like, Nick Castle, I believe is his name, comes back as Michael Myers. He was the original one in the first
Not
movie.
as Michael Myers. He has a.
He does a cameo
He
as
has a-
Michael.
he has a
at some
role
point.
in it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good movie. I can't wait to go see it. Somebody
I'm
invited me
excited.
yesterday, but I think I got uninvited today.
It
so.
sounded like that, huh?
I
I
said-
think
Did you hear
I
that,
think I
Ed?
got invited. I got invited in your place.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yes.
I heard. Oh well, yeah.
You said
can
you
do
had
it.
something to do tomorrow.
Yeah, first thing in the morning, and,
okay.
and then I'm back by
Well,
9 o'clock.
that's not-
You know, here's the thing: on Saturdays, I get more done before you wake up than you do all goddamn day long.
You see, that's true to a sense,
No, that's true. Period.
but that's only because my evenings blend into the next day. Until 4 in the morning. Let's see you get.
anything.
Jonathan is
We're
with us.
playing
Too.
WoW till 4
John,
in the
hello.
morning.
Thank
Listen.
you.
Master Roshi takes care of business.
Listen, the lucid nightmare I'd beg to differ. The lucid nightmare stands up for me.
I need to get that now.
I'm running a 5K tomorrow morning.
You are what?
Ooh.
What is wrong with you, girl?
What time?
So much. 9:30.
Yeah, that's not too bad, but still.
That's a
It's
little
gonna be
late.
hot.
Yeah, well, they
do it
have a
earlier.
10K that starts at 8, and the 5K starts at 9:30,
And
and
hold
I
on.
am sure as shit not
Where
running
is this
6
at?
miles. Dunedin. The Dunedin Seafood Festival.
Oh, that's right. That is this weekend.
Oh, you guys can go eat seafood and vomit all up over the place.
So you're going to
That's
smell
It's only
seafood while you're
3
running?
miles.
Hey, you know, you
No,
got
it
hey,
doesn't
look,
even
look,
open till
3.2.
noon.
Okay.
Right.
So
One.
Dunedin's got the Seafood Fest, and Oldsmar's got the Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Yes.
That
Now
sounds fun.
that's something
And
you can get
Tarpon
me.
has something too. But that
I'm
sign
sure.
might be for next weekend. They had a sign up at Tarpon in 19 on my way home.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen the new sign on 19 on the green building? It says if I pay $30
Yes.
for a haunted house, I better frickin' die.
Yeah.
What? No.
Right? Because we went to Screamageddon
How was it?
last year.
Screamageddon?
We went last year.
Oh, okay.
I was really unimpressed. I don't get scared by stuff like that, though. I am not a jump scare person. It just doesn't get me. I like spooky, creepy, psychological creepy stuff.
Right.
I couldn't get into it. I laugh at
challenge?
everybody.
So that's what I was saying. So basically, what they're saying is when they go to the haunted. So when they go to when Mark brings me the haunted hotel, I'm gonna be seven things down watching Netflix on my phone and go, oh, they should be about.
How's that for jump scare?
They should be they should be 7 doors away. I'm just gonna throw a rock so Bree goes, holy shit, a ghost moved it.
Mark said
There you go.
Hellview Cemetery will return.
See, but I like to be scared, so I would enjoy that. That's the adrenaline that I enjoy.
Good, because here's what's happening. So
like
Mark
a haunted house thing?
Mark and I have talked, and we saw him at MegaCon, and we're thinking probably first of the year, January, February,
No,
we're
I
going to
ran
start
from
the
that
show.
MegaCon.
So I need someone to make sure Dillon gets tied down in the chair so he can work master control while we're out there. So
We have
Bree,
to
that
bring him
might
out
be
there
your
one time.
job.
We have to bring you. We have to.
I'm
And look, I'll run the camera so you don't get killed first. Maybe second or third, but you know.
I'm just sitting here thinking.
I don't know. He runs pretty fast. We found out.
Listen.
I'll bet you I run faster.
So when Fat.
Oh,
there's a call the fastest runner. I just got outrun the slowest person.
So here's the thing. Fat carries momentum. Once I'm going, good fucking luck. We get to an incline. Oh, goodbye.
There's some antique stores in Dade City that have got the coolest spooky ass dolls, like these two-dimensional things with eyeballs over here, and they're the coolest freaking things, and they're made locally in Dade City. They probably have them other places because the artist that makes them, there's somebody in Spring Hill, somebody in Dade City, Orlando. They're all over the area, but they are the coolest spooky dolls. And Tommy and I went to Dade City last week, and he goes, "Nope, can't buy them."
We need to go.
So guess who went yesterday and bought 6?
Nope.
6 of them.
And I hid them all throughout the house.
That is awesome.
The creepiest one is sitting right behind the toilet.
You're gonna hear gunshots when you get home.
You gotta bring one to the studio next week.
I was going to today, but I was running late.
So you have instead of having Elf on a shelf, you have Creepy on the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please
God,
bring one next week.
Oh, I'm going to bring all of them next week, and I'm going to hide them in the. So don't go to sleep next week.
I asked
or maybe
Balstack.
do, and then I'll hide them, and then they'll just surprise you.
I asked Paul if we can do a Halloween episode and everybody come dressed up next week.
Okay.
So Master Roshi can come.
Sweet.
Roshi Tampa. Yes.
Tampa Roshi.
I'm going to light
Tampa
your
Roshi.
house on fire while speaking fluent Latin and throwing holy water at it.
Fluent Latin. Like it's gonna help.
They're so cool. I'll take pictures of them and I'll send them to you first. They're really not that creepy. I don't think they're creepy, but Tommy thinks they are.
I'll show my double ducks to join them.
Don't show them any photos.
No, not yet.
Yes. Hopefully, you have to go to the bathroom.
I got a Ouija board we can bring too.
Yes. Oh,
Hey,
I've
with that
never
being said,
played
guess
with a
what,
Ouija board.
boys and girls? We've got about 20 seconds.
So there won't be a show next week.
Doll in the hall. I love it.
3 dead
You need to bring a clown.
Avita saying again.
Yes, the clown too.
Avita say goodbye.
Whatever it is.
Adieu.
So,
But anyway, we got to get going. We love everybody. Thanks for watching this week. I know everybody's like, where's John? Here I am. Bye,
There
everybody.
he is. Hey.
See you later. Be good.